Hello everyone, welcome to the Advancement Centre and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, where once again we delve into the areas of our life that open up new channels and allow us to be above everything that we used to handle directly face on. And now we can look from a distance and feel our individual connections, looking down on our world and making a difference without anything but magic and miracles. That tool that supports everything in every realm and allows us to proceed no matter what surrounds us. So right now, we lift ourselves once again and allow the energies to flow as we mingle with one another and enhance one another's fields. At this particular time, it's extremely important to know the value of mingling with other fields, of allowing yourself to glow because of that, and allowing others to glow because of your influence in their field. Any disturbance in anyone else's world is all created as an enhancement, as a special glow, as a special color, as a recognition of a tone, as a recognition of your presence in their world without disturbing it. Just as you feel the presence of other people in your world without being disturbed, but you feel the excitement and the ability to generate much more than you've ever generated before because of that interaction. So now we proceed to take one another's hand and walk into the world of our Creator, where the tools that are available are unlimited, and where we can all look forward to that magic future that we can all see, the one that we created for ourselves, the one that exists no matter what is happening around us. And as we live in that future, we are able to enhance our present moment in all sorts of ways without disturbing the normal flow, but by simply making it much more interesting and much more capable of coming up with a result that we've never seen before. We're all looking for that enormous change, that brilliant result of everything we've put into the world. And now we can go to a position where that's not even a question, where the brilliance of everything that we know can come forth and present itself in our world. But most of all, our own being is able to stand alone in all the influences, positive, negative, whatever you like to call it, but in all the influences of the physical world, and feel the support of one another from our origin and from our own particular world. The magnificence of each being is not only showing itself in the world, it's enhancing each being. because it can. And as you look at yourself, you feel a different feedback. It's nothing to do with your brain. It's pleasing, it's exotic. And you can feel your ability to use magic and miracles. Have them not in your life, but within your being, such that the miracles happen with every interface with the physical world. The miracles appear out of nowhere because you allowed the magic of your own being to do whatever it wants to do. You let it free to generate beauty, excellence, and a future that is far beyond anything that can be projected in any world. Now that we've been exposed to ourselves a little, we can allow ourselves to grow exponentially with the massive flow of energy that we generate. And in its combination with the massive flow of energy of the universe, we come up with a power that has never been seen before. We talk about free energy, but we generate that energy within ourselves in a moment. Slight bit of excitement, special event, something unusual, a smile, a little bit of assistance from somebody, a feeling of courtesy from another driver. All these things allow our field to start to move, and to move in that random fashion that's only known by our spirit. And as we follow that, people start to see our spirit alive. They start to see a glow, a purpose, a drive, a freedom, and an ability that has never been disclosed before. So as you feel that rise within you, you can allow yourself to go further. Your body will accept it, even though initially it will think you're asking too much. But as you walk, even down a paved street, you can call on the energy of the earth to lift you, to take the weight off you, to ease you along faster and easier. If you're going up a hill, you can throw your energy field out like a big rope, hook it onto a lamppost or a tree, or even a car, and pull yourself forward without any effort at all. Many, many different ways you can interact with the physical world because of your magic. The simple things that you would like to do, like even get out of a chair easily, you only have to throw your energy forward and up. It will lift you out. The field that you have grows more as you use it. The energy that you dissipate generates more energy because you are dissipating it. Like everybody knows that a busy person can get more done than somebody who's not busy, because it's the opposite to the laws of physics. The greater the load you put on yourself, the more efficient you become. Not on the mundane, not on the struggling, but on the moving forward, following your spirit, stirring up every moment, trying stupid things that you will find out are not stupid, changing the field around you, changing the forces that you can feel on other people, relating to the stars and knowing that that star communication is yours. Everything builds because you include the stars, because that's where your structure in the universe comes from. It is a moving, dynamic structure that can hold you in midair, that can make your car go on half the petrol, that can allow you to hook onto another vehicle when you're going up a hill and almost take your foot off the accelerator. We've known this from children. If you're walking along in a crowd, you can put yourself in front and the crowd will push you along. Or you can change it around so that when you're in the lead, you're dragging everyone with you. And when you're doing that, the effort is less, not more. So the more we do, the less we have to put into it. Just like walking slow is sometimes very difficult, particularly if you're behind someone who's walking slower than your natural pace. And you feel like you have to pass so that you can get into a rhythm. That field that's holding you back is one that can actually accelerate you forward. You only have to decide you need it to accelerate you forward, and you watch. Even on the highway, in bad traffic conditions, cars will move out of the road and you'll be pulled forward. And it happens so easily if you only consider exactly what you're considering moving forward. Not relative to anyone or anything. And it doesn't disturb anyone or change their world or push them behind. So the next step in our life is to switch on all those energy fields that we know we can switch on. Whether we have a use for them or not does not matter. They're used in the universe, they're used by everyone. And if you've got children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren, every effort you put into the world will deliver to them. Not by any means that you know right now, but by a means that you don't have to know. It's a means that belongs to you. You don't have to accept it even. As soon as there's a fleeting thought of generating more energy and more fields and more excitement, more sparkles, more mischief, it goes everywhere. And the serious look disappears off people's faces. And the world becomes a calmer place, full of excitement, full of movement, much faster than it was before, but with zero effort. As we continue bringing ourselves up to that condition, it's not a level, it's a condition of being alive, living life as a really alive being. Even if you're sitting on your tail, you're alive. And the functions that are set in place will switch on your personal engine and start generating enormous amounts of energy to produce results throughout the universe, to produce results on the other side of the world, in people's homes, in circumstances, and in the mindset that's delivered by the general field of the physical world. That mindset is actually a program that you can throw into the air and disturb and have a lot of fun with, and watch people do amazing things just because you thought it'd be fun. Like pick their cup up with their left hand instead of their right, when they're always picking it up with their right. And you'll be the only one who notices it. They won't even notice. They'll just do it. And you'll go, wow, that was interesting. Or somebody stirs their tea in the opposite direction. Interesting things that don't really disturb anyone. But what they do is they prove to you that in a fraction of a second, any of that mindset, that pattern, can be disturbed. And that is the magic that you bring. The magic that always excites a child. And it excites the child that you know as you. And once that child is excited, it doesn't matter if you're 100-year-old. Your physical situation will come in line with it. No matter what the circumstances are around you. So the power of that is unbelievable. But it's not outside your scope. It is yours. And it's easy. And simplicity, I keep saying, it's the highest level language in the universe. So you get a computer and you get the highest level language you can get, and you end up with a supercomputer. And you have to do a minimum of movements to get it to do things. You speak to it, it talks back. In the language of simplicity, you don't even have to speak. It's not even an intention. It's just how you are. As you move things, as you change every moment, as you look past where you're supposed to look, you break all the rules. And as you break the rules, the universe blossoms. Everything sparkles. Because you dared to be different in your own set of rules. You dare to actually look around all the time to see things that are not seen by others, to feel that you're making a difference, to feel that your electrical system is actually different to your surroundings. And as you do that, you'll get confirmation. You'll touch things and you'll get sparks come from you. You'll get reactions from people. You'll get people saying, wow, you zapped me. What are you doing? And you just smile. And more energy is generated. Because as that interface changes, you start to change the potential of the world around you. It's not fixed. It's fixed by a pattern that you can move. So as you elevate everything, it becomes brighter. It has characteristics that you can't explain. It gets rid of disease. If you're in an elevated state, you don't get any diseases. If you're in the state that allows you to communicate with everything, whatever's needed will turn up and change the field around you so that everything is normal. But so excited and so active that nothing can ever go wrong. It can look like it goes wrong, but when it comes to you, through that interface you have with the physical world, it changes. Just like hot to cold, just like your experience of walking on hot coals, you don't feel the heat. And you don't burn. So that is a simple indicator of the massive power that we have over the interface between us and the physical world. And it's controlled easily in the world of magic and miracles, where miracles happen every minute, and magic is the greatest tool you've ever had. Physical activity follows the magic, just like a child follows their spirit. When you see them playing a game, you watch them, they're following something. They change direction. They change rules. They change everything in fractions of a second because they're following their spirit. And they don't instigate anything. It just instigates itself. So when you look at any moment in your life, you are so fast at summing everything up. You can allow your personal control system, which I call a supercomputer, to operate ahead of time, to make all assessments before you even get there, and to change all circumstances so that the one you need actually exists at any one moment. And it will never be the same twice, nor will it follow what is in your brain. The logic has been surpassed by every one of us. And we understand that if we feel that someone is about to appear in front of us, it will happen. Just like you feel someone's about to ring on the phone, or someone's about to walk around the corner, or a friend is on their way to your house. All these things we know are actually indicators of how we use the magic, how we use the magic in the physical world, and what it is to experience it ourselves. We've got the friendly fly back again. He likes to get in front of my eyes. So just bear with that for a second. And you see the moment has been disturbed again. There are many millions of things in our life that disturb our flow, disturb our moment. And many of them, really, we cannot understand. But if you stop to understand, you're not disturbing the moment. You're not steering around the potholes in the street. You're running through them. And as you move ahead and you allow yourself to be led, there are no potholes. Yet they show up as they go past you. They show up as they come to you. This is the same in life. So now that we've got the fly back here disturbing us, we can actually look at everything in a different way. You can stay elevated and you can be down on earth all at the one time. You can combine the two images. You can combine the multiple, what's the right word? Dimensions. You can bring everything in, or you can filter as you wish. That is not a brain function. That is the mastery of your being. And as you get used to using simplicity, nothing is excluded. Because the process of making something simple is to not exclude anything. It's to go with what's there and make it work perfectly. Just like if you skied down a mountain. You don't go down and form up the mountain so that it's the way you expect. You decide to go, and that's the only decision you make. From there on, your whole system is working automatically. And you might call it reflexes, but you're also looking ahead, discovering soft snow without having anything to detect it, moving around obstacles that are below the surface without you having anything to detect it. And we all do this regularly. That is the ultimate level of simplicity. It is a skill, but it's called simplicity. That program gets better and better the more you use it. It's not your body that gets better. It's not your skill that gets better. It's the simplicity that becomes more refined. And as it's refined to its maximum, the bar is raised. The world gives you bigger challenges. And you smile and say, well, I suppose if it's not impossible, I'm not interested. So then you start again. And we've just started again today. We've kicked ourselves into a new mode, into a more elevated capability, where the slightest thing will turn our engine on, bring the excitement into our world, pour energy out, and we don't care where it goes. And the more we feel the flow, the more we light up. And when we light up, we start to follow our spirit. Our intelligence shoots through the sky. It's right through the roof. And our understanding takes a different form. It doesn't need analysis. We understand because we understand. It is a primary function. It is not subject to data. We understand what has been delivered to us, and we understand our life. And the things that we look at and we say, that doesn't make sense, we've jumped into analysis again. We just continue through just like you would if you're on a ski jump. Once you're committed, do it right. So we committed ourselves to life, and we're going to do it right, which means live to our maximum, no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what you think should be happening. You can have both visions and allow everything to run that path of simplicity that brings you out on top, so that you can stand at the end of the ski run and say, yes, I did it. So let life take you to where it's got to take you, and you use the skill you have with the magic and miracles to pursue everything and not really plan anything. It will plan itself, and it will take no time. So thank you all for listening. Once again, it's really important that the major thing in your life is to give and to offer your gifts to everyone. And the greatest gift you can give is to offer a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future to everyone. Thank you.